This is going to be part 2 of our fixing up our leaky, dirty, rusty tank series. In this episode, we're actually going to start off by drilling some holes in this tank. Yeah, that's right. We're going to drill holes in the tank. Let's get to it. So if you're following along, part 1, we stripped the tank down to bare metal all the way around, and we cleaned the inside of the tank. We got all the varnish, the gum, and crap out, and all the hardware stripped off. So what we're going to do now is, if you remember in the last one, I said we were going to put one of those fuel level sights on the tank. You can buy these in kits, or if you want, you can just buy it in individual pieces like I did. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually drill the holes for these bungs to go in our tank. And I'm going to put mine on the left side. Now, here's a little tidbit for you guys. When you do one of these kits, and you'll see pictures of it online, it doesn't make sense to me though, but if you run one bung here and one here straight down, when you're sitting on the bike, you can't see it. All you're going to see is your fitting, your brass fitting, steel fitting, whichever way you go. That's all you're going to see. So what we're going to do is actually put the one on the top forward and the one on the bottom back a little bit, so that when I look down, I'll be able to see the fuel level in the clear fuel tubing. Makes sense, right? Alright, so like I said, first thing we're going to do, mark, center punch, drill out the appropriate size hole for the bung, then we're going to weld those in. You see, I wasn't kidding. We really drilled some big holes in the side of our tank. And we're going to do this after stage 1, but before stage 2 and the tank coating process, because stage 2 will actually convert the rust into almost like a primer. It's a zinc phosphate coating. We don't want to weld with that stuff on the backside that contaminate the weld or cause other problems. So we're going to do it now before we get to stage 2. So as you saw, got the bungs welded on for our fuel level sight setup, and the red things you see are actually silicone rubber molds that you use in powder coating and painting, and they're a tapered shape, and you just twist them in until you can't twist them anymore, and that should seal that. And the port on the bottom where the petcock usually goes, I've taken another silicone thing used for powder coating that was really tight and slid it over that. And I'll try to find these on Amazon for you guys and put a link in the description. So we're pretty much sealed up. We're almost ready for step 2. And this is where it gets real nasty. This stuff you have to wear gloves and eye protection with. But what I want to do, so that I don't have a nasty chemical reaction with the aluminum cap, is when we pour step 2 in, I'm going to take a mechanic's glove, put it over the top, the fuel inlet, and then we'll tighten the lid down. So that'll give us a seal, but also protect the aluminum from the chemical reaction. Got it all rinsed out. Still a tiny bit of water in it. Probably gonna throw a hair dryer in there to kind of circulate and dry it out. It's going to be hard to see inside the tank, but you can see what it does on the outside. See how it made that dark gray? That's our coating that's going to protect the tank until we get it sealed, and it's converted all the rust that I can see in there to that dark gray. I see no rust at all. Nothing. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see. You can see through the fuel hole down there in the bottom. It's so hard to see in there. There you go. You can kind of see it, how gray it is. So I'm going to leave this to dry for a couple days. It says you can wait up to 30 days. I'm not going to wait that long. I'm going to give it 2 or 3 days, and we'll make sure that it's nice and dry. And then it's time for the final step for the inside, step 3. Got our tank sealer all stirred up, taped off all the parts of the tank and around the filler neck where we'll be adding the sealer, because if you get this anywhere you don't want it, you better get it off or you won't be able to get it off. And from what I can see, everything's looking pretty good in there. Looks really good, nice. I don't know if you're gonna see that or not. Nice gray coating in there, pretty hard. It's hard but kind of flexible, if you know what I mean. And you can tell it's been coated because there's some weight to it now, a little bit more than before. What I'm gonna do now is throw a little bit of water in it, see if it starts weeping like it was when it had fuel in it. It's been like 3 hours. And I'm not seeing any weeping. I think we got it, guys. So that's going to conclude the fixing the inside of the tank. Part 3, we're going to deal with the outside of the tank and bring it back. And I'm also going to show you a way, because I've got some brass colored or brass fittings and stuff on the bike, and I kind of want to continue that theme, the black and brass. So this fuel cap's not really going to work, right? It's aluminum. Well, I'm going to show you how to turn this or make it look like brass, this cool little chemical thing I found. And once it shows up, we'll do this. And we're going to paint this black, and we'll go through all the steps. It'll just be one video. We'll do the body work, we'll prime it, we'll paint it, and then I'll show you the key to making a rattle can paint job look amazing and kind of that wet, super gloss look. So stay tuned for that. And once that's done, it's going to go on the bike. So until next time, get up, get out there, and do it.